welcome back to my channel. First off, I have to say that I am definitely nowhere close to being called zero waste, but I'm really trying to make the effort to reduce the amount of waste that I produce. I mean, single-use plastic has become so normal in our society today, it can be really overwhelming when we do decide that we want to make a change, and it takes time for us to figure out how we're actually going to do that. So I really believe that sustainability is a journey for everyone, and here's me sharing little snippets of my journey. Hopefully it's helpful for you also. Over the years, I've realized that instead of buying new things, there are actually quite a few useful things that we throw away that have the opportunity to be repurposed or reused. So that basically brings us to the topic of today's video, which is 5 useful things that you may be throwing away. So let's get into it. First up are food jars and bottles. I've been through a lot of bottles in my lifetime, and it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I realized I don't need to buy any mason jars or extra containers because I literally get these every time I buy bottled food. So here's a few ideas that I use them for. I use them to carry breakfast oatmeals or single serves of soup to work, or else to store in the freezer as an easy defrost meal when I'm lazy to cook. It's great also for freezing leftover stock or coconut milk because sometimes you just can't finish a whole box or tin in one go. They're perfect for freezing because they fit nicely on the side door and don't take up space in the main freezer portion. I also have a video where I make a kitchen herb garden using pasta sauce jars. They're currently doing really well and been giving me heaps of fresh herbs on the regular. I use old olive jars to store nuts and seeds because they're nice and airtight, so they're kept fresh and not stale. I also love small sauce jars. This one here is an old mustard jar. I use them to batch make my own salad dressings for the week, so I don't have to make my dressing every time I want a salad. Next up on the list are old wine bottles. Instead of buying a jug or bottle to store cold water in the fridge, I just clean these out and reuse them instead. Again, they're great because they fit on the side door of your fridge, and just as an overarching statement, I've been slowly trying to transition away from using plastic for food and drinks, as even when they say they're BPA free, there are other compounds in the plastic that can leach into your food and water. If you're interested to know more, I'll link my video where I share more on this topic in the cards in the top right corner. Also, I find the glass cools down water really quickly, which is helpful when you're in summer or if you live in a country that's always warm. Third on the list are these little sauce containers that you get from takeaway. We've all ordered Uber Eats, and some restaurants give the sauces in these containers to keep them separate from the rest of your food. These were meant to be single-use, but I cleaned them out and they're perfect for packing single serves of salad dressing for your work or school lunch. This way, you don't have to find a specific little container for sauces, and it keeps your salad and your food from getting soggy by the time you hit lunch. Fourth on the list are food tin cans. I found that I don't really need to buy little plastic organizers for my makeup brushes or pen holders. Instead, I just wash out an empty tin, get some glue, a pair of scissors, ideally a pencil and a ruler, but I swear I have not used these since I was back in school, so I had to improvise here, and use some leftover wrapping paper. Just measure out the height of the can on the wrapping paper, mark your line, and cut out your strip of wrapping paper. Then add glue on each end of your strip and wrap it around your tin. Press the glue points together tightly. And there's a pen holder or organizer for your makeup brushes or other miscellaneous bits and bobs you may have. This was so simple to make and literally took about 5 minutes. The last one on the list are little miscellaneous containers that you may get from gadgets or other things that you purchase. Here, I can't even remember where we got this tin from, but I use it to store my phone cable and earphones now that I'm working from home, so that there isn't a whole tangle of wires on my desk. Another example are old card holders. I use these to store little bits and pieces around the house. If you had a smaller tin, you could also use these to organize small items in your handbag, like hair ties. I'm always losing my hair ties in my handbag. It's like a black hole in there. I find it's much easier to dig for a tin than a tiny hair tie that's floating around in my bag. Alright, so those were 5 useful things that you may be throwing away. If you did enjoy this video, please do go ahead and click that like button down below and hit subscribe because it really helps to support my channel and I upload new videos every week. Thank you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!